Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sentinel Sports Extra, Cavs post-game report. Well, tonight was not good. Tonight was, in fact, pretty bad. If you are a Cavs fan or, a Cleveland sports fan, tonight was a lot like watching the Browns. You're hyped, you're going to win. They're going to win. Oh, they're great. And then they play like crap. That's what that was tonight. It was. It was basically like a game where the team is hyped so much through the year. But at least they had a great regular season. But this series has been a disaster, except for Friday's game. I mean, they did blow the lead the other night, and that was terrible also. But I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say right now. Tuesday night was stunning when they blew that lead. Tonight was shocking that they came out and played even worse than they played in game one, even worse than they played in the second half, the fourth quarter of game two. It was shocking how a roster that from top to bottom is pretty talented could be outplayed like this. Let's go over some of the examples of being outplayed. Not just being outplayed disgustingly, okay? Some of the numbers are going to look a little better at the end, but we'll go like first half. So, and that'll show like the essence of this disaster. And this disaster, tonight Mitchell wasn't good early, and then he didn't play in the second half, and that's very concerning because if he doesn't play on Tuesday, I mean, I just can't see them winning. I can't see them having a chance to win. He wasn't good. Mobley wasn't good. Let's just go over some first half stuff. Okay. Let's go over some first half stuff, especially that brutal second quarter. In the second quarter, the Cavs scored 16 points. Donovan Mitchell had 7 of them. Strus and Mobley, 0. And Darius Garland, 9. Nobody else scored. Nobody else scored in the second quarter besides Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. You're not winning when that happens. Rebounds in the second quarter. Let's look at that. Oh, Indiana out-rebounded the Cavs 10-8. How many turnovers in the second quarter? 7 for the Cavs, 1 for Indiana. Okay, let's look at that. In the first half, the Cavaliers turned the ball over 14 times, resulting in 23 Indiana points. For the game, the Cavs turned the ball over 22 times, resulting in 35 Indiana points. Okay? How about this? Indiana turned it over 11 times, resulting in 12 Cavs points. That's a 23-point difference, right? Hey, what did the game end up? Oh, they lost by 20. I know there was a lot of garbage time at the end, but still. I mean, there is no stat that's good in this game. There's nothing that's good in this game for the Cavs. Let's go back to the first half again. How about this? Points in the paint. Indiana, 30. Cleveland, 6. Second chance points. Indiana, 10. Cavs, 2. How about, here's another one. Fast break points. Indiana, 7. 0 for the Cavs. Bench points. The Cavs bench that's supposed to be better, that's supposed to be the best in the league. They scored 7 points while Indiana was scoring 25. Okay. So how about points off turnovers? First half, 23 for Indiana, 5 for the Cavs. Personal fouls. The fouls were, you can't blame the refs for this tonight. You just can't. I mean, Indiana is a bully. They are. They play bully basketball. Look, you millennials, you don't understand this, but us that were around in the 80s and 90s, we get it. This Pacers team is very similar to the Pistons team. They punch you in the mouth and then they laugh at you. And if you don't respond, I love that Hunter responded. I love that he responded. Look, and Mathurin got thrown out of the game. Okay? But they still kicked the Cavs' ass even after he got thrown out of the game. But I was glad that Charles Barkley said at halftime on TNT that it was dirty by Mathurin. And it was dirty by Mathurin. Oh, here's another stat. Oh, here we go. Here's another stat in the first half. 25 assists by Indiana, 3 by the Cavs. They out-rebounded the Cavs, 22-15. Yeah. I mean, nothing was close. The Cavs shot 25% in the first half. They attempted 32 shots only. The Pacers attempted 50. That's because the Cavs were turning the ball over every other possession. The Cavs shot 25% on 32 shots. Meanwhile, the Pacers shot 60% on 50 shots. They made 30. You're not winning doing that. They were 12 for 18 from three-point range. The Cavs, 5 for 19. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. They didn't shoot free throws well in the first half, 18 of 20. They got to the free throw line quite a bit in the first half. But big deal. If you can't shoot from the field, you stink. You're going to lose. And let's face it, folks. Let's face it. The Cavaliers stunk tonight. They stunk tonight. Honestly, are we going to, they had a great regular season. Yep, Kenny Atkinson was coach of the year. But let's be real right here. Has anything changed from last year? I don't think so. I hate calling a professional athlete soft. Let's just say they are not as tough as other teams. It's just not their mentality. They might be too nice. It just might not be in their mentality to brutalize somebody. Max Strus has no problem with it. We've known that from pretty much day one when he got here. Tristan Thompson doesn't see the floor. I would have put Tristan Thompson in the first half of this game. There's no doubt that Tristan Thompson would have been in the first half of this game. Big deal if he gets thrown out. Okay? Big deal. Tristan Thompson would have been in this game, and Tyrese Halliburton wouldn't have forgot it. I'm telling you. Or Aaron Naismith. Another one of their big mouths. Look, and I give Indiana credit. They have outplayed the Cavs in this series. You cannot take anything away from them. Is it painful to watch? Yeah, it is. But they beat the Cavs. They beat them. I just can't even believe what I watched all season. Time for medicine. I can't believe what I watched all season. And then this is happening. It's a complete disaster. It is a disaster of epic proportions. It is this series, if they don't come back and win it, which I can't, come on. You think they're going to win 3 straight? I no. And especially if Donovan Mitchell is out now. He's tougher than nails. If he can possibly play on Tuesday, he's going to. But I can't see them coming back from winning it. This is going to go. This is going to be in there. This is definitely going to be in there now. With the drive, the fumble, the 1997 World Series, the shot, the 2016 World Series. No doubt about it. This is far worse. This is far more painful than the 2016 World Series. Oh, they got the game 7. They gave the Cubs everything they had. That was a great series. This is not a great series. This is not a great series. This is a disaster series. Okay? For me, and I know I'm not a Browns fan now, but I was a Browns fan in the 80s. I was a fan till they moved, as well as a Buccaneers fan for my whole life. But this is worse than the drive. This is worse than the fumble. At least they were competitive in those games. They're not even competitive. They're not competitive. Tonight they were an absolute no-show. They were down 44 points at one time in this game. They were doubled. They were doubled at halftime. 80-39 at halftime. Come on. Come on. This is one of those nights I'm glad I don't travel with the team, because this would have been hard to write about. This would have been really hard to write about. I've been lucky this year. I think I covered 35 games, I think, during the regular season. And I think I only had to write about 5 losses, which is pretty good. And one was Indiana. And then the Indiana in the playoffs here. I wrote about game 1. Our other writer, Ken Krisner, covered game 2 because I had another commitment. But I just can't even. This is the worst. Indiana doesn't have Michael Jordan. Okay. They don't have Michael Jordan. Tyrese Halliburton couldn't carry Michael Jordan's luggage. Okay? We're getting beat by a guy who couldn't even carry Michael Jordan's luggage. They wouldn't even let Benedict Mathurin on the same airplane as Michael Jordan. Or Aaron Nesmith. And the Cavs are getting beat by these guys. These guys. Because apparently, sorry to say it, they seem to want it more. So, in the regular season, Kenny Atkinson was a difference. He definitely was. I don't think he's a difference in the playoffs. Future Hall of Famer, Rick Carlisle, he's the difference. He's had his team ready. Kenny Atkinson is not. They have been a no-show. In 2 of these 4 games, they have been a no-show. Game 1 and tonight. Game 2, that was crazy ending. Game 3, they showed up. Not tonight. So I don't know. We'll see Tuesday night. What's going to happen? I don't know. I'll be there. I hope it's not the last Cavs game I cover this season. But we're going to find out. We'll find out real early. We'll know early. This team, their DNA, we'll know early in the game. And like I said, if Donovan Mitchell doesn't play, we'll know before the game starts. Because I just can't see them winning without Donovan Mitchell. They couldn't win with Donovan Mitchell tonight in the first half. They got outscored by 41 with Donovan Mitchell. How are they going to compete without him? And they won't. I was hoping Ty Jerome would get it back together tonight. Let's see what he did tonight. Let's see what Ty Jerome did tonight. Let's take a look at his final line. Oh, he was 2 for 3 tonight. Shot 3 shots only. Played 17 minutes. Scored 7 points. Wouldn't you think though? Maybe like he could have played more in the second half. To maybe get his shot back. I don't know. I'm not going to question Kenny Atkinson because Kenny Atkinson did a good job during the regular season. Sometimes it's not on the coach. It's on the players to want it. As much as this team gets along with each other and enjoys being around each other and enjoys playing together, maybe they're just not the right mix. Maybe they're a second-round playoff team. Maybe that's what they are. I'm hoping they're more than that. But it doesn't look like it at this time, guys and gals. Guys and girls, women. I hate gals. I hate people that say gals. My dad said gals. I hate that. But we're going to see. We will definitely see Tuesday night. And I don't know. Let's hope they win. I've got my Cleveland Guardians report tomorrow at 1:30. Should be 1:30 Eastern on these network lines. Sentinel Sports Sentinel Twitter, Sentinel Sports Preps, on our Lake County Sentinel YouTube page and on our Lake County Sentinel Facebook page. That'll be 1:30. It'll be our Cleveland Guardians weekly report. Little better news there. So I hope that I am talking to you after Tuesday night. I'll have a pregame report on Tuesday, and then I'll do a postgame no matter what happens. And let's hope that we'll be celebrating a win Tuesday night. At this point, I don't know. We don't know what team's going to show up. We really don't. I mean, I'm thinking in It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, something like that. That's what this team is right now. So maybe the Heat was just that bad and the Cavs look great and they're not that good. I don't know. I don't know how you get the number one seed in the playoffs and then completely crap the bed. That's what they're doing right now. So, but like I said, I'll see you Tuesday. We'll see you before the game. I'll do a pregame report live from Rocket Arena. And then we'll hopefully be doing a celebration post-game show after Game 5 on Tuesday. And let's hope that we are, because I don't want the season to end yet. So everybody have a good night, and we'll see you on Tuesday for Game 2.